It might help if I turned my channel up so my audience could hear me. Well, without further ado, if you could see my dog right now, hang on a second, I gotta go rubber belly. Oh my god, you're just too cute. Look at you. Oh my god, I couldn't pass up a chance to rubber belly. You're just so cute. You always start this when I go live. I tell you, you never do this when I'm not on the computer. No. Alright, stop looking so cute. I gotta show the room. Because if you look cute, I don't get anything done. Okay, forgive me. Forgive me, I sent out the notification before I got ready for the show. Hey, Christine, it's great to see you. I love you. Please do not ask me why. Yeah, I know I am up this early, late, depending how you look at it. It's because Yud-Hey Vav-Hey woke my tail up. Apparently, it's going to be the witching hour in 8 minutes, and we've got some prayers to say. But first, hang on a second. I got to go get my soda and stuff. I need a couple minutes. It's great to see you, Christine. I love you. But yeah, give me just a couple minutes. I'm sorry. It would have been mighty white of me if I at least left you guys with some elevator music, but with my luck I would get my channel taken away from me if I played anything, including not copyrighted stuff. I'd still get locked away for it with my luck. Hang on, I'm sorry. I gotta get my soda. I got something. Hang on. I had a lot of stuff to go get. Still, I'm not prepared. I gotta make 13 trips before I'll be prepared to run a show. Soda, yes. Come hither. My neighbors are gonna be like, ooh la la, Holly's bedroom light is on. Do you see what time it is? I'm gonna be the talk of the town tomorrow morning when I wake up. Will you stop? There's people sleeping. Not me, but there's other people that are. Why don't you come up here, Saba? Up there. Come here. Go lay down. Right next to me where I can keep an eye on you. And shh. Come here, you. Come here. What? Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm not quite sure. Something is bound to get knocked over here. Let me adjust everything. So we had like 2 tornado warnings in New Jersey. I was like, my neighbor must think I'm off my rocker. Okay, Keith. I love you, but go lay down. You only start this when I get on the computer. Hey, Brooke, it's great to see you. I am not triggered anymore, Brooke. I am so, relieved. It's great to see you, Brooke. Hey, guess what? Wow, my mic is, really loud. I don't know. It's killing my ears. So guess what, Brooke? I did an interview 2 days ago on Tales of the Unexplained with David Lloyd and Peter Bircher. They're funny. I like them. They're awesome. They rock. I did an interview with them and they said they were going to play it on their show. And oh my God, it was so cool. Brooke, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. It is like, and let me tell, if you don't mind, Brooke, what it is like for Brooke and I, it's grueling. Every day it is grueling. The only sunshine I get is Save It and Keeper, my pets, and the only sunshine Brooke gets are her children. After that, it is nothing but grueling, dodging triggers, trying to keep yourself calm, cool, collected, functioning, operational, day in, day out. Oh, but that's not it. When I think Brooke has Brooke has altars, I have altars. So to juggle those altars, but also to save face. So to speak. When it comes to speaking to people in the public. Now, me on Facebook and me online, I crash and bottom out all the time because I take my diary and I put it up public. I do. But that's my therapy, and that's all that I have. Well, now I have more than that, but when I started out, that was all that I had. So now it's just habit, and I kind of like writing my thoughts out and writing my confessions out and writing everything out that's going on in my chaotic mind. And rewired brain that I'm trying to reprogram onto Yeshua instead of some Nazi mastermind scientist's wildest whims. So it sucks. But once in a blue moon, you get that break, you get that opportunity, you get that moment, and I had that moment 2 days ago, and I'm really humbled and grateful. What happened? Why is it grueling? It's grueling because we have to deprogram. It's grueling because of the spiritual attacks. It's grueling because of the altars and their memories and the trauma and torture they went through. And then on top of it, we want to serve Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, so we have the spiritual gifts. And not all the time do our spiritual gifts give us good news, especially in a world that has gone cold, dark, cruel, brutal, and it's lost. The only thing we can do in this world right now is salvage the people that we can, because the world's lost. It's gonna take Yeshua. It really is at this point. Smurfer girl, I was thinking about you. Yeah, nobody tells the truth anymore. Hey, Hachi. So, it's good to see you, Smurfer girl. It really is. What was I gonna say? So yeah, it was really cool. So when I got online with David Lloyd and Peter Bircher, I'm not gonna get their accent right whatsoever. But once, I got online on video camera with the mic and headphones and everything, and I showed up, they both go, "Welcome to Liverpool, London, Holly, home of the Beatles. Do you know who the Beatles are, Holly?" "Hell yeah, man, I know who the Beatles are. Are you kidding me? I want to live in a yellow submarine." I know exactly who they are. Are you kidding me? Yeah, because a train's stuck on a track, a pigeon can go off course. It's always faster when you can go off course. Don't try that skiing, though. I gotta tell you guys about some of my skiing stories when it wasn't intentional, but I did go off the trail, off the beaten path. Oh yeah, let's get back to my neighbor. She must have thought I was crazy today. She calls me up in a panic. "Oh my God, Holly." Now mind you, I'm on the other line, trying to be smooth, score myself a date. I'm allowed one date a year. I was trying to score myself a date, and here comes this lady going, "Oh my God, Holly, do you see the notifications on my cell phone?" And it's like, "Yes, sweetheart, I do. I could hear my cell phone go off, your cell phone go off, and the two neighbors next door, because this house has paper thin walls. I could hear everybody's cell phone go off. Yeah, we're getting a tornado warning. Well, you come down here today." I was like, "Don't worry, I'll come down there. I'll throw you and Gertrude, your cat, in a tub, and I'll throw a mattress on top. Don't worry about a thing. Everything's going to be all right." Omega Man. That picture is back from when I had weight on. I don't have those puffy, pretty cheeks anymore. So, anyway, I'm cracking jokes, guys. Come on. So, I know sooner hang up the phone with her, and there's like a second tornado warning. So, I am this crazy lunatic chick, right? Straight up. I heard this thing somewhere that, in the Bible, I believe, that you can pray away a storm. So I'm crazy enough to take Yud Hey Vav Hey up on his word and see if it's true. Now, I'm not testing him at all. I'm not. But I heard about this thing where, like, you can move mountains, right? So I figured, all right, I'm going to pray away these 2 tornadoes or whatever is coming at us. Who knows? I'm offline, okay? I'm not involved. I don't know what's going on. Not even with the weather outside. I just don't know. I had to take a step back, guys, and I had to take a step back for a couple of months to get my stuff together. And even when I come back online, I don't know. I'm going to have to set up some boundaries because I can't take the stress levels that I was handling before. But anyway, so I get out my tallit, I go into prayer, I finish praying, and I put my tallit away because I don't want it to get ruined or anything like that. And all of a sudden the rain stops, and I'm looking out the window. The rain stops, and I hear it, and I go look, and I look out the window, and sure enough, when you know it, the sun pops out. Hey. Hi, Brooke, son. How are you, sweetie pie? It's good to see you. Doc Michael says hi. Smurfer Girl says hi. My whole chat room says hi to you, Brooke, son. I need to hook up with a fat guy and eat to your heart's content. All right, sounds good to me, Hachi. Hey, Doc, did you get my phone number? Yes, the son of our lovely friend Brooke. It's good to see you, Brooke, son. I get all shy and stuff. I don't know what to say. Okay, cool. Okay, cool, Doc. Just so long as you got it. That's all that matters. Take your time calling it. No rush. No, I didn't just call you fat. You told me to hook up with some fat guy. I didn't call you fat. Why don't you share some of your weight with me, okay? Because right now, from the way I'm looking at things, I look like a skeleton. So I'm at the polar opposite end of that, okay? And just as much as maybe overweight people are self-conscious of their weight, well, I'm still the same way about mine, and I don't feel any better about mine than they may feel about theirs. I'm just at the other end of the spectrum. And it's embarrassing for me. I am. I can't wait for him to call me. But don't rush. He doesn't know what to say either. That's because we're online. Wow, lobster salad, nice. You've talked to me, but when have you spoken to me, Doc? I remember no such thing. I'm teasing you, Doc. I'm busting chops. Come on. You had potato chips for dinner. I had 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and as soon as I ate, I went to sleep. I went to sleep. I had to. I did so much around the house yesterday. I was hoping to get a good night's sleep in so I could do more around the house. Yeah, eggs and cheese. Scrambled eggs and cheese. I kind of made... excuse me. Excuse me. I kind of made a sandwich out of it. So I can't believe I'm awake right now. I was going to run panels, but then I thought if I do that, and all of a sudden I get tired and it hits me, I'm going to sleep. And I don't want to cut a panel off. I could leave the panel run though, but the only problem is I can't give you guys control like I could on Zoom, and I haven't paid my Zoom account because I need that money. They don't need it. I took, my website isn't up anymore, guys. I mean, I still own hollybaglio.com, but if you want my autobiography or my drawings, just let me know and I'll email it to you. Everything's copyrighted to me. It's my work. It's mine. I have a PayPal, Brooke. Yes, I do. You have one too. I need to tithe to you sometime, Brooke. I haven't done that yet. I will though. What was I gonna say? You're fasting slowly. Runny yolks. I remember I used to be a short order cook, whatever you say. And I would always tell people, please, please tell me how you want it cooked so I make it right. What's mine? It's my email address, hollybaglio11@gmail.com. HOLLYBAG11@gmail.com. Is parked free. Yeah, if they give me a cotton picking ticket, I'm gonna give them a cotton picking rough time. Listen, I'm trying to curb my mouth, okay? I just came back from being highly triggered of a Delta and Ibis. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back, okay? I want to stay away from that at all costs. It took a team of people to, like, tranquilize my ass this time. I was so highly triggered, it wasn't funny. I finally came out of it. Man, and when I came out of it, ooh, you want to talk about the triggering? When I came, okay, I realized this. They, the bad powers that be, seem to always throw me the decoys, the fakes, the infiltrators, disinformation agents. They seem to throw those people at me first. And those people always have the same names as the real people that Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. What do you say? Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh's providence. There's people that Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh wants me to meet and be with, that he has his hand on as well as me. And they, the bad powers that be, with this MK Ultra thing, there's always two sides. There's always two sets. There's like one set of people, and they're the fake set. And then you got the second set of people, and they're the real set. They're the ones that you're supposed to be with. You know, they're the true blue. They're the real deal McCoy, you know. And these people always have the same exact names. And I think they do that. So you fall for the frauds first, and then they can discredit you because you didn't see it coming, and you should have. You really should have. Like, I gotta stop underestimating the MK Ultra programming itself, and I have to stop underestimating who I am. Not to sound cocky, but the same goes for Brooke. Because of our backgrounds and because of where we come from, they are going to come at us. Like, I mean, I remember when I first woke up, like 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, even 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I'd hear these stories about people being sent handlers that were trying to manipulate them. I'd hear Russ Dizdar and Tom Dunn and all these other people speak about infiltrators, and then, you know, for the survivors, they're tracked, they're monitored, the bad guy still keeps coming at them. And I would think to myself, yeah, that's for everybody else. That's for everybody else. Yeah, everybody else is electronically targeted. Everybody else they go for, not me. Nobody. No, oh, I'm a somebody that's got a very large mouth. So it's like actually still dawning on me, because a lot of it feels surreal. It feels like the Truman effect still sometimes. But I come from the dumbs, and we expose child trafficking, Luciferianism, Satanism, the Illuminati, the elites. Oh my goodness. The Bilderbergs. And it's a place, a group meeting title. The Bilderberg is not a bloodline itself. Oh man. Infiltrators. Where was I? So, yeah, it dawned on me. Because the first set of fraudulent fakes and disinformation and infiltrators, the first set of people they throw at you, those people take down churches. You know, I kept thinking that, Brooke. Delta, Delta, Delta. But it started before that, Brooke. Now listen, if my other loved ones out there hear me talking about this, listen, I'm not talking about you. I love you. I am going to talk about my life, though. There's another survivor from Project Delta. There's a couple of them. But there's one in particular. I was talking to him a couple weeks back via cell phone. And he'd said something to me, and right when he said it, I was like, uh-huh. Oh, really? Like, he said, he goes to me, now, hey guys, first of all, you see that trigger warning. Secondly, I pray for the covering of the blood of the Lamb. Whatever I say, Heavenly Abba, don't let it hurt them or spiral them off into a bad place in their mind or into actions. Please protect them. In Yeshua's name, I pray for all of us. Selah. So we're on the phone, and he goes to me, he goes, Holly, do you know who your core, raw personality is yet? Do you know who you really are yet? You know, your core, raw personality? I was like, and here we go. Holly just went spiraling off. You not only wound her up, but she's on her way. See you guys. Smile and wave. There goes Holly. Sure enough, something else happened. Oh yeah, some lady stepped on some survivor's shoulders, and it really pissed me off. That is the one thing to trigger me, piss me off, just even in general, is to hurt another one of us survivors or one of my loved ones in general. You can do whatever you want to me, but when it comes to my loved ones, that's just gonna, like, we're gonna go to war if you hurt someone I love. So my friends are very careful of what they tell me, and I'm appreciative of that. I really am, because I'm sensitive and I'm a softie, and I take everything to heart and I internalize everything. So anyway, I get triggered by someone from Project Delta. Then somebody else screws over a survivor that I just so happen to love. That didn't help any. And then, while I'm already out there, somebody else catches me, and now I love this man. I better be careful. It's agape love. Agape. But we were discussing Egyptology and very personal things, and I'm not going to tell anybody about those personal things. That's a private and confidential between me and him. But anyway, we were having a discussion about something, and then all of a sudden I felt something else rear up. And once that other thing reared up, I think it was Ibis programming the Egyptology stuff. And then, because I'm ticked off at someone, I start pulling my credentials, right? I was like, you're going to step on survivors' shoulders? Who gave you that authority? I want to see your documentation, license, registration, and credentials too, please. So I start whipping out mine, because I've had it. Now I'm done talking shit. Now I'm going to back it up, right? So I start taking out everything I got to prove who I am. So I go get the mail. I go get my Royal Mail, and I put that up, and I put up one of the letters, and someone goes, Holly, how were the other letters signed? So that piqued my curiosity. So now I run back to the other letters, and I'm like, wait a minute, a couple of these letters are not signed the same way. I wouldn't have noticed that. Hey, Garrett, it's so great to see you. It's been a while. So I say to this other person, I'm like, listen, these letters are signed differently. Well, on one of the bottoms of the letters, it's signed blah blah. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but I'm just going to say one word, and it was signed blah 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 Maitreya blah blah blah. So that Maitreya is a fake Christ. In the DUMBs, Brooke can tell you, DUMBs, deep underground military bases, we were sold a fake Jesus. Oh, and I remembered why you can't say Jesus' name in the DUMBs, because I did it once. I had a memory come clear. So anyway, let me try to stay on track here, because... So then the Maitreya gets into the fake Jesus. Now, that's what us super soldiers were spun out on, is the fake Jesus. So, where did that lead me? I'm forgetting something here. Oh, so we're into the fake Jesus. So all of a sudden I got that Ibis programming, and here I am. Ah, boy. Thinking I'm some sort of Egyptian goddess. An angel in a human body, which doesn't exist, guys. If anybody says I'm an angel in a human body, right there, MK Ultra programming. No. We are spirit beings in a human body. We are not angels in a human body. Only angels are angels. And Heavenly Abba's got other spiritual beings out there, where we are a spirit being in a human body. Anyway, so moving on. So here I am, spun out on Delta and Ibis programming, and all I could think to say was, I do not renounce Yeshua. He is ultimate number one. He is above me. He's always above me. I do not renounce Yeshua. So whatever this is, whatever I am, whether I'm some sort of Egyptian goddess, angel in a human body, what the hell ever I am, I do not renounce Yeshua, and He is above me. He is above me. Selah. And that's all I could do. I couldn't do, I repent. Now let me tell you about the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. No. That's not the time. We can pray together, but don't start beating me over the head when I'm triggered with a Holy Bible, because remember, I was programmed to the Holy Bible. So you want to sit there and read and do a Bible study, you better be real careful, because right there you can trigger me. That's why I, Holly Baglio, pick and choose who I do Holy Bible studies with, because I know who will and who will not trigger me. You don't want me triggered. I don't want me triggered. I was holding on. I wasn't holding on. It was Yeshua that had a hold of me. He had a hold of me, because I wasn't holding on at that point. I was co-conscious. I'm sorry I'm not in my chat room. I will get there. I'm just trying to keep my focus. Debbie, I love you. Joe Info, I haven't seen you in forever. I love you guys. Garrett, Joe Info. I love seeing you guys. I miss you. Debbie. I called up Debbie. Yeah, it was you, right, Debbie? I called up Debbie. I was like, those Montauk boys ain't got nothing on the Montauk girls. I was like, yo, Debbie, I rocked Liverpool, London, FM radio, home of the Beatles. Debbie's from Montauk. I'm from Montauk. Those Montauk boys ain't got nothing on us homegrown Montauk girls. Excuse me, that's like nothing to be proud of. But listen, sometimes I crack a joke about the very things that turn my stomach just so I can get through it. And I have that right to laugh about that, because I went through it. And I was also trying to cheer Debbie up, because Debbie struggles with what happened to her in the cages at Montauk. So I was trying to tell Debbie, hey, listen, we won for Team Yeshua. We did this. We broadcasted. I brought all of you with me in spirit. We broadcasted from London FM radio, guys. Like, we were given a huge opportunity. We advanced the kingdom of heaven. Thank you. Selah. Right? So, where was I? About the triggering. So you had the Maitreya with the fake Jesus. Then I'm in Ibis. That Ibis programming kicks forward. Now I'm a fake goddess. You see, like, and then with the Delta saying, do you know who your core raw personality is? Well, here we go. The Egyptian goddess part that's forward is like, yeah, I'm the core raw Holly. You're not gonna like me. I told you. Like, now, meanwhile, the altar is saying, as well as wondering if she's the core raw personality. She's getting all mixed up and confused, doesn't know what's going on. But again, I'm co-conscious, so I do not renounce Yeshua. But when I was triggered in that state, right now, I might not get the words down. I repent. Now I renounce that, or I rebuke the evil, and like, maybe sometimes I can only get out, I don't renounce Yeshua. I might not be able to get out, I repent to Yeshua. I might not be able to sit down and read the Bible with you and go through salvation and then read stories and then like do a Bible study with you when I'm triggered. It's not going to happen. That is the wrong time. We can pray together, but anyway, it was a bad triggering. I don't want to go through it again, I'll tell you that much. Like, I didn't eat for a week. Straight up, I just didn't eat. So bad, Brooke. I was telling Safi for like 2 weeks before the triggering even occurred, every afternoon from like 12, 1, 2 p.m., I would have this altered feeling come over me. And I would feel altered, like I was under a controlled substance type altered. And I had never felt something like that. And then I would notice that the altars would come forward. And that altered feeling just is so unpredictable and so unsteady. I probably don't make the right choices when that happens, but I make the choices I make because those choices are predictable. Those choices that I make are more predictable in their outcomes than that altered feeling, than those alters coming forward that are unpredictable. An unpredictable feeling. I hope I made sense without having to really throw myself under the bus. I'd like to exercise my Fifth Amendment right, thank you very much, not to send myself to jail. I would still like to pass go and get $200. Thank you very much. September 2014. Wow. Oh, man. That's what the hell happened. I suffered that in December 2014. I forgot how to sleep. We went through that at the same time. Holy shocks. Add me to that number, Brooke. Okay, mine was December 2014. I struggled my ass off until March. I'm usually I'm usually a late bloomer. 7 years. My pivotal point was December 2014. They used voice-to-skull technology on me. The last thing they said, it was 2 voices, 2 men's voices. It's 7 years. Wait, so we made it. 7 years we made it not active. Right? We can make it another 7 years under Yeshua HaMashiach. We can do another 7 years. Yeshua HaMashiach is bigger. He's bigger than the implants. He's bigger than the programming. He's bigger than them. He's bigger than all of this and all of us. All praise, glory, worship to Yud-He Vav-He for Yeshua HaMashiach. May he keep us in his hand, I pray, Heavenly Abba. I want another 7 years with you. Actually, I want another 7,000 to the infinite power years with you. Thank you for being bigger than all of this, and thank you for not letting them trigger us to come back. Thank you for not letting them recall us. Thank you for keeping them away from us. In Yeshua's name, Selah. Oh my God, 2014. See, because you're the leader of the Black Army, and I'm the troops for the Antichrist. Because Hillary lost. Okay, I'm keeping politics turned off. I'm keeping politics turned off. I'm going to have to tell everybody, unless someone gets shot in the head, please don't talk about politics around me. I know that sounds morbid and disgusting, but like, really? I'm starting to feel my own vulnerability, mortality, the specialness, the delicacy of life right now. I'm feeling a little bit dizzy and woozy. Maybe my blood sugar level is dropping. I'm not hungry though, not right now. You know what, I could go take a couple, I'm gonna go take a couple gulps of milk. I think I got Dramamine too, if this is an anxiety or panic attack. Hey Hachi, I finally got money to get Dramamine. Actually, I finally remembered to buy Dramamine when I got money. Hang on guys, I'm gonna go take a moment to breathe because of what Brooke and I were just talking about. Wow. Do you think beer and wine go together? No, don't be sorry, Brooke. Are you kidding me? No. I am grateful. Oh, I'm fine. No. Don't be sorry. I'm not triggered. Just, I'm really grateful to Yeshua HaMashiach. This is... I say to him, Yeshua, Yud-He Vav-He, I'm not close enough to you. I feel you left, right, front, and center. I don't want you to abandon me, but I don't feel like I have you. I feel like I'm outside of your love, outside of your will, just away from you. I feel like I'm distant from you. And I feel like I don't feel that passion for you, but I'm still going through the motions because I want to. I don't have to feel on fire to still be on fire, but I want to feel that thirst and that passion. And I don't think that I worship you properly or appropriately. Most of the time I treat you like you're my sailor's mate, like you're my buddy, my pal. Like, I should be more humbling because you're my great grand almighty I am. And then things happen like Liverpool, London, FM radio, home of the Beatles, David and Peter, Totally Rock. Things like that happen, and it dawns on me that happened because it is by his hand. And then people say to me, excuse me, I'm not trying to come off the wrong way, but in private conversations, a couple people have said to me, I wish I could have God the way you have him. And guys, I used to think that about Trey Smith, Jonathan Cahn, Anita Riviera, I think is her last name. I used to look at all of these people online and be like, wow. Russ Dizdar, Doug Hemp, Steve Quayle, Tom Horn. I would look at these people and say, wow, I want God for myself the way they have God. And then I have a moment, and it's like manifesting. So it's not so many thoughts. So now I have a moment here and now with Brooke, and Brooke and I have the similar background. She was going to be used to lead the troops. I was going to be the troops for the Antichrist, Black Army. I'm going to get to sit here with Brooke and look back on the past 7 years and say, wow. And I trust Brooke and her prayers. I trust Brooke's research. I trust Brooke. I trust her studies. So for Brooke to say, yeah, we just went through a real bad triggering, and it started back in 2014 or what have you. So for me to sit here and go, wow, it's been 7 years. And I think 7 is Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh's lucky number because it's always 7 with him. But to sit here and know it's been 7 years. So look at that time and know that I have not been active at all during those 7 years. Well, that's because of Yeshua. So, like right now, I get that confirmation to know and to actually see and witness so I can stop doubting and driving Abba nuts. He's protected me for 7 years. He's protected Brooke for 7 years. He's protected Debbie and Doc for 7 years. And he's protected every other MK Ultra out there that's programmed with Janus programming, end time programming, all of that. Wow, crazy. All I can say, all praise, glory, worship, and love to Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh for Yeshua HaMashiach. Wow. 7 years we made it. Wow. Wow. I'm like, wow. With him, with Yeshua HaMashiach, I do believe I can make it another 7 years. I'm hoping. That's what I'm aiming for. And when I get done with that 7 years, I'm going to ask him for another 7 more. I hope he's up for me driving him nuts. I hope he says yes to that 7 years. Another 7 with Holly. Come on, baby. You're my golden bow. I'm your holy white hot silver arrow. Come on. I want another 7 years. I want went stumbling into Jonathan Cahn's ministry. December 5th, 2014. And then I went back a week later because he invited me for the Festival of Lights, and that's when I married Yeshua HaMashiach. He became my golden bow. I became his white hot silver arrow. The reason for white hot is because when he comes back, listen, I'm really worried his feelings are going to be hurt because the world will have put their back to him. But I'm really worried his feelings are going to be hurt. But when he comes back, you know, if you're lukewarm, he's going to spit you out. So he's going to be spitting up a lot of stuff. Sad, spitting things up. But let me tell you, when he gets to me, oh no, I don't want to be hot. Because that's just, I'm not settling. I want to be Calvin hot. I want to be the hottest little follower out there. And silver, because I heard that silver kills werewolves and vampires. And an arrow, because that's Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh's sharpened sword of living logos, is that arrow tip. Destabilized. Oh yeah, I was definitely fucking stabilized. I couldn't talk for 9 months. I watched Commander Casbolt's videos. He's got this one video, he's walking around Peasmore with Kathy Morgan and Miles Johnston, and he goes, he had to have been talking about me, but he goes, oh yeah, there was an eyewitness here with me that night. And then he looks back at Miles with this face he has. He looks back at Miles and he snickers and he goes, she won't speak. She definitely won't speak. I was like, you yeah, you know why I won't speak? It's because I can't speak, wise ass. Because I can't. Oh yeah, I was destabilized. I remember the morning in my night clothes. In the winter, I drove to Jonathan Cahn's ministry off hours. I told you guys this story, right? This was before I ran naked through the neighborhood. Guys, I'm telling you, you gotta read the book. But that one morning, I showed up on Jonathan Cahn. It was before December 20th, I know that much. It was after December 12th and before December 20th. I showed up on his ministry's doorstep in the morning, and only the janitors were there. Man, I was falling to pieces. I didn't know what in the hell was happening to me. I probably scared the living daylights out of him. Miles wife. That's because you're a handsome man, Doc. I think Miles' wife is a sweetheart. I think I've met her. I think I know her. I think she's a sweetheart. I think she's one of the people, like, I enjoy her sense of humor. Like, her and I will get laughing together. If I'm not mixing her up with someone else. But either way, I believe I've met Miles' wife, and she's always been sweet to me. Oh, really? Well, just so happens I do not do any witchy stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I got a friend. And no offense to my friend, because I love everybody, but my friend's trying to tell me how the Nazis are on the good side. Really now? So the Third Reich was good. Currently the Fourth Reich is rising, and you want to tell me the Nazis were good? Mm-hmm. September 14. My birthday. Yeah, my birthday, September 12th. It started, I have to say, yeah, the summer of 2014, it started for me. Yeah, Nazi deniers. Is that what it is? Nazi deniers. We got delusional believers and Nazi deniers. Right? I was like looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I ain't buying it. Oh, I'm sorry, Solar. If it gets to be too much, just turn us off for a little bit. I'm sure we'll change the topic. What else do you want? Right in front of us. Why, hello there. My name is Admiral Baglio to you. And I am currently broadcasting from Holly Television Studios right here in my beautiful garden home state of Nazi, New Jersey. Welcome to the USA where the Fourth Reich is rising. I want my HTV. By the damn Nazis to kill all y'all against the Luciferian agenda. So, yeah, okay. In your world, say la. Thank you for saying that, Brooke. Yeah. In your world. Can I have the drugs you're on? Because if you're calling Nazis nice in your world, you are on something good. It's not nice not to share. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Brooke. That's to the Nazi deniers. Yeah, I got ya. Man. Ooh. Speaking of September 2014. Well, you said September 14th, Brooke. But that summer, I remember saying to someone, I was like, listen, I was like, Kurt, I was like, I don't know what in the hell is happening to me, but something's happening. I was like, I see blood on people's faces. Like right now, I see blood on your face, and it is giving me the overwhelming urge, craving, and desire to rip your face off. And when I look around, there's a bunch more people that have blood on their faces, and it's giving me an urge to fight. And it's got like a taste of blood, and I got like a taste of blood in my mouth where I was like, I don't know what, I was like, not everybody has that blood on their face, but 99% of you do. And wow, that took the Fuhrer oath. Brooke, I think I took that Fuhrer oath too. Wow, that's a long time ago, Brooke. That's a long time ago. That's reaching deep. The Fuhrer's oath. Yeah, so I think that programming was kicking in where you were saying the Delta programming. Yeah, my altars already have their orders. That's why it's a good thing I am in the hand of Yud-Hey Vav-Hey in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, and I have the Holy Spirit inside of me and around me to help me. People play with these sorts of things. They really do. People just jump up on stage. Oh yeah, I'm an advocate to survivors. To hell you are. You're not my advocate. You don't know jack shit about me. I don't pick you to be my advocate. You're not strong enough to be my advocate. And I wouldn't trust you to allow you to get close enough to me, to get to know me, to even be my advocate. And I already got advocates. They do a way better job than you. Back off. My advocates don't fuck survivors over like you do. You self-anointed, self-righteous, delusional believer who... I forgive you. I forgive me. I repent to Yeshua. I answer to Yud-He-Vav-He. But if what I just said gives people a clue, then may that clue be, don't mess with the survivors, and everything is going to be okay with Holly and her system. I love you, Brooke. I wasn't talking about you. I'm sorry to while out there. There was some lady. People have asked me, Holly, is it true you can't say Yeshua in the Dums? Yeah. You can't say Jesus. Even if you stub your toe, you can't go, oh, Jesus Christ. My gram would always do that. I have a memory. My memories are coming clearer. I get memories that I haven't thought about and can't believe I forgot. They come back to me. So I'm still deprogramming. So there's this memory I have, I don't know, I guess I was about 13, and we were in the Dums, and they were sending us into the MK Ultra projects deeper, and we were about to lose ourselves. So the three of us made the four of us, the three boys and myself, made a pact that should any one of us get free, we would come back for the other ones. We wouldn't forget about each other. We wouldn't forget. And they were saying, oh, Holly, you're a pussy. You're going to forget. You won't come back, even if you do remember. Even if you do remember, Holly, you won't come back. And, you know, each one of us was speaking, and it was kind of my turn to speak. And I said, you know what? God and the Bible never lied to me, so I'm going to stand on his promises. He really is the only one who hasn't lied to me. I mean, my grandparents never lied to me, but they're being used in the projects, so it's not that they ever wanted to lie to me. It's that they were being used unknowingly and unwillingly themselves. So I was like, God never lied to me. I'm going to go with God. Well, you're not allowed to say Jesus in the Dums. Oh, fudge. Well, I could never understand the second part of the memory, because just as I'm sitting there with the three boys making a pact that will come back for each other, a reptile came in the door and beat the ever-living daylights out of me. A reptilian hybrid came in and beat the ever-living daylights out of me because I said God from the Holy Bible. It wasn't even Jesus, but because I was giving my loyalty to that while I was in a dumb, I got my ass handed to me. So yeah, you can repel them by saying Yeshua's name, but you better be careful of the backlash, because when these things are done recoiling after you use Yeshua's name, they're going to come right back at you harder, faster. And yes, it's a late night party, Griffin. Great to see you. My best to the Bill show. When's Bill and I going to do a show? Bill's like, oh no, Mr. Bill, I can't do a show with Holly. Holly? Not teasing. So, yes, group hug. My dog sits up. Yes, you can be a part of it too, Keeper. She lays back down. No, no, thank you. Oh, yeah, did you hear, Brian? I got locked up in jail on Facebook for 3 days because I put up a post. It said, join me if you like. But I made a boo-boo. I didn't put the link to my video underneath. It was an accident. I just said, join me if you like, ... Well, Facebook said it was porn and threw me in jail for 3 days. Apparently, you can't say, join me if you like. You want to hop on? You want to hop in the middle of us all? That's what I'm going to start saying when I put up links on Facebook. I'm going to be like, this is a group gathering. You want to jump in the middle of us? We'd love to have you. Sorry, alright, I'll get back on track. They ended up dropping me home because they couldn't really do much. I kept laughing at them saying Jesus, 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 and the angels and Jesus were there pushing the programmers around and they couldn't really get near me. Oh, man. Yep. Yep. Those programmers. And then you got the reprogrammers. We were in a local psychiatric hospital underground. Yeah, in December 2014, I signed myself into a mental ward. Actually, March 2019. No. Yeah. Man, my ex, what a bastard. It's your fault. Fix the problem. You're the problem. Fix the problem. Yeah, my problem is I took you back like an idiot. But while I was there, I just spoke about depression. I didn't talk about my dreams. I didn't let them know about the whole super soldier stuff. And meanwhile, my ex was showing up. The court told him not to see Holly Baglio, and he's going to the hospital to see Holly Baglio. Man, that would have been great if we went to court. He took the easy way out. He really did. It's easy to plead out. And if you're innocent, you wouldn't plead out. They were literally pushed around the room trying to... Oh, man. Yeah, you know, Brooke, I was thinking about... Because when I did the Liverpool radio... I said David Renee and Olympia Rothschild. It's like they paid Joseph Mengele a lot of money to create us kids. The Rothschilds are the ones that had us kids in the cages. I have no desire to speak about any of the other families. As far as I'm concerned, it's forgiven and forgotten. However, there's this little pesky thing of the cage. And it's taken me a long time to forget about it. And I'm trying to forget. I want to forget. It's just kind of hard to forget. So, yeah, I don't have anything to say about any of the other Illuminati families. If it's all the same. But when it comes to the Rothschilds, their little pet project does not like them back. And I wanted to have enough courage to say that. I wanted to have enough courage to validate my altar. And I wanted to have enough courage to walk my talk. You are insured for millions. You'd hate Bob pays my insurance policy. He's got his warriors out there, Brooke. Hey, Brooke. Well, nobody's listening in. Hey, Brooke, you see that divide that's happening? He's got his warriors out there. Like, he's got his elect. He's got his chosen. And you can clearly see who they are right now. Like, Satan knows our identity now. Lucifer knows our identity. They know who we are now. I think they knew who we are before we knew who we are. I mean, you can see the difference between talkers and the remnant. We are definitely gonna have a holy war. We are definitely gonna see miracles. That Holy Bible's not lying when it's like, yeah, what Jesus did, you guys are gonna do the same thing and see even more. He's not lying. I can see it now, like in the supernatural world, and then how it manifests in the real world. Hey, Casper, how are you? It's great to see you. I hope you're doing okay. I pray for you. Okay, well, now I know who I am, so they better be scared. They were probably having their fingers and toes crossed going, I hope Brooke and Holly don't figure it out. I hope Brooke and Holly don't figure it out. Guess what? Brooke and Holly figured it out. Thank you, Brooke. I bet you they were cringing when we were at the Hear the Watchman conferences. They were probably like, oh, game over. We didn't even get started. It's game over. I'm not trying to make a joke out of anything. I'm really not. Yes, I know I joke around, but I'm not trying to make a joke of things. It's actually kind of a rough subject. Well, Seller. I had people covering for me, too. I was like, listen, I'm going in the hospital. I gotta take care of some crap right now. And as I asked everybody online to cover for me, and they did. Oh, they did such a good job covering for me. Nobody knew anything. Nobody knew I was gone. And then the second I get out, there is this shrew blowing up my cell phone so much I can't even make a phone call. And I pick up the phone, and I was like, stop calling me. You've got to apologize to SRA. You've got to apologize to her because she trolls you, gang stalks you, and threatens you. You have to apologize to her. And like an idiot, I did, and it only, like, stirred the pot worse. So, but anyway, I was like, get off my phone so I can make a phone call. I just got out of the hospital. Like, literally, I'm walking down the sidewalk out of the building towards my car. Stop. Get off my cell phone. What do you mean the hospital? I was just talking to you 3 days ago online. No, you were not talking to me. Why haven't you picked up your phone in a week? Because I've been in the hospital. No, that's a lie. I was talking to you online. No, that wasn't me. Online. And I haven't picked up the phone. Get off my phone so I can make a phone call, shrew. Like, man, I got hit hard. I got hit so hard. And thank you to everybody who was online that covered for me. But if you cover for me, there's a requirement. You have to know when and how to speak like a sailor. Ooh. It must have been chaos. The spiritual realm. Right. Damn it. Brooke and Holly figured it out. We lost 2 more good ones, Satan. We lost our best ones. Go get their clones. I don't care if they twitch. Go get their clones. We'll take their clones if we can't have them at this point. What's going on with them? And absolutely, I would love to help Mike and Jeannie. I'm down. I'm there. I was just thinking about Mike too. I fell apart on Mike January of 2020, a year and a half ago. I was like, Mike, I need a place to live. I'm coming out to Ohio. When I get there, just have a place ready for me. I can pay for the rest and take care of it. I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing going out to Ohio when I really want to come back to Jersey? I could have went anywhere at that point. Really, I could have went anywhere. And honestly, I was like, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I am coming home. I'm not leaving Jersey. Not until Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey moves me. This is my home state. No way. I love it here. I'm not budging. Help them advertise. Oh, absolutely. I'll help them advertise. Absolutely. My pleasure. Shouldn't be that hard at all. If it's hard to fill a conference, it's only because of this stupid COVID crap. Or traveling expenses. Because for me, it's always the traveling expenses that keep me out. They throw the best conferences, Jeannie and Mike. I gotta tell you. They throw the best conferences. I love Mike and Jeannie. We had a good time at the last well, I got to actually stay there. The first conference I should have stayed and stayed there, but that was when the ex who collapsed my lung was like, what do you mean you're going? I was like, yo, I invited you 9 months ago. I told you to bring your fishing pole. I'll go do the conference. You go take the car and do whatever you do. I don't care, but I'm going to this conference. And instead, he hindered me. I still made it anyway. I had fun, though, walking around New York City with you, Brooke. That was so awesome. The bus driver was slamming on his brakes, and I was almost flying out the windshield. He was flying down that road as we were the last people. We were so lucky to catch that bus, too. We would have had a long walk. Oh, and then when we met up with the 2 other ladies and you were crossing the street and the guy in the car, Satan basically took the guy's foot off the brake and he jumped and he almost hit you and took you out. Remember that? The second conference, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Because you could walk downstairs. That was what it was, you know, you go, like all the speakers would pretty much after the conference go up and hide, but there'd be a couple stragglers, you know, and you go walking by the lounge area, and sure enough, there would always be someone sitting out there. Yeah, because of subject matter. Yeah, he had stopped for you. And then all of a sudden, yeah, he didn't even know what happened. See that? That was Satan. That was Satan going through the air right there. Because I saw the air move. So it wasn't the guy intentionally, but if he's not under the right God, and even then you gotta be prayed up. Man, that was scary. Hang on one second, guys. I don't mean to be rude. I'm back. Sorry about that. Or excuse me. Yeah, he did stop. Alright, sorry, I'm catching up in my chat. I know I got on here and I was laughing and joking before. My neighbor really must have thought I lost it when I was like, don't worry about it, I'll just put you in a tub, throw a mattress over you, don't worry about this tornado, you'll survive it, don't worry. But I thought that's what you're supposed to do if you don't have a basement or whatever. Get in the bathtub, put a mattress over yourself. I don't know. What do I know what to do in a hurricane? It's not like, I don't know, get out a leather belt and strap yourself to the piping. Like, I only know what to do from the movies I've watched. In an earthquake, I don't know, run outside the building, stay outside the building where nothing can fall on you. I have no idea what to do in these extreme situations. I actually, yes, I do. I stand corrected. I pull out my tallit and pray. I wonder who started those 2 tornadoes. Thank you. Yeah, what happened? Do you guys know what happened? Why? Because, like, I looked up, my cell phone just started, like, flipping out with tornado warnings. I'm like, oh no, we're not getting tornadoes. Oh no, we're not. I'm not in the mood right now. You know why we're not getting tornadoes? Because I'm not tornado prepared. I am prayer prepared, but I'm not tornado prepared. So I just got out my tallit. But yeah, I looked outside the windows. I was like, uh-oh. There is actually cause for concern. Guys, they were trying to land a house on me. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'm not in the mood, okay? That is not in the mood. So, we made it past the witching hour in New Jersey. So now it's the next time zone to go through it. Central U.S., no reason to be scared unless tornado wants a hug. Right? Yeah, I wasn't giving any out today. I was like, no tornado, down. I'm celibate. There will be none of that over here. My hugs are agape style. Yours seem to be a little bit more complicated. I'm not trying to get involved. I have commitment issues. I'm already married. Yeah, I'm not going to win any dates with a profile on Facebook that says I'm married. Hey, look at that. It's 420. Guess what? Hey, Denise, just Denise. Good morning, Buttercup. Yeah, what's the little thingy? Guess what is legal in Nazi New Jersey? You can't buy it anywhere, but it's legal. It just so happens to no longer be 420, so we're past that moment. Whew, that was a close call. I almost caught me a 420. I'm kidding. I'm saying that facetiously because of Maryland. Holly, you can't smoke weed because we abused it. Really? Sucks to be you. How stupid are you to abuse such a great thing? Anyway, I sent the link before, a delightful YouTuber. Yasmin did a video on Max Spears. I'll look into it. Anyway, if Hillary Clinton can get away with using levity, so can I. Cool. Sounds good. I will keep an eye out on it. I am in Facebook jail. I made up a second Facebook account. It's called Holly Baglio. So when one account gets put in jail, I gotta back up where I can at least say, hey guys, I'm in jail, so I'm gonna go make a mess over here. Everybody's like, I'm so sick of the censorship, we can't talk. I'm like, yeah, I know the censorship sucks, but I'm going to stay on YouTube. There's a whole audience here that needs Yeshua, and I'm going to make sure I stay here to bring it to them. I don't care. If the censorship is heavy, well, then that's where I want to be, is where the censorship is heavy. Because those people need to know. And I'm sick and tired of it. Nah, I'm fighting the powers that be. And my holy Bible codes, it says I'm going to break the arm of Pharaoh. Now, I've been doing my best to break the forces of evil in Yeshua's name over the past 7 years. I want another 7 years to keep doing it. I'm angry. I'm angry at the powers that be. And I'm blaming everything. I'm not blaming anything on Satan and Lucifer anymore. I'm blaming it all on the Rothschilds. That's it. Satan and Lucifer can now get off scot-free. I'm blaming the Rothschilds. Rotten foul mutts. Where I'm headed, we don't need money. Where you, the Rothschilds, are headed, you're going to be paying off everybody's debt over and over and over again. Just paying off all that debt. All that money you created, well, that's all the debt you're going to have to pay off and pay back. When you get to that place that you're going to. I call him the Rothschild R. You know what I keep thinking about? Excuse me. I'm stretching. I'm probably going to get going soon. You know what I keep thinking about? Is when Yeshua returns. The Roth's children. When Yeshua returns, what's going to happen to the people on Mars? What's going to happen to them? So, when Yeshua returns, it is said that even the planets bow to him. So if the planets bow to him, what's going to happen to the people on Mars when those planets bow? People who rule the world are insane, John Lennon. Hey, Denise, just Denise. I went on Liverpool, London, FM radio. I recorded a show for them 2 days ago. I think they played it, or they will be playing it. And it was on Liverpool radio, home of the Beatles. Do you know who the Beatles are, Holly? Oh, yeah, I know who the Beatles are. So I got to broadcast in Liverpool, London. Everything hurts on me. I don't ever want to see those people again. I don't ever want to see them again. I remember those plastic Christians were so mesmerized with the Rothschilds and all the Illuminati bloodlines. Oh my God. They'd get wet in the panties whenever you brought up the Rothschilds. It was like, man, that's the way you should be for Yeshua. You say you're following him, right? Well, you don't act like it. Sorry, I'm quiet. I guess I'm starting to lose altitude. I do plan on going back to sleep. And that might happen sooner than I think. Thanks for burning some midnight hours with me. You shall be as gods. Yeah, well, the sons of the Nephilim have delusions of grandeur. These bloodlines, these Illuminati families, it goes back to the 10 kings of Revelation. These 13 Illuminati families, the bloodlines, I believe it goes back to the story that Revelation tells about the 10 kings. I believe they are the Illuminati. They are the sons of the Nephilim. Nephilim is plural for Nephilim. Nephilim is the offspring of when angels mated with human women that Genesis 6 talks about. So, yeah, they think they can be God. They want Yeshua to return so they can blast him out of the sky and start a war with him. That's why they want him to return. So they're aiming at Yeshua to blast him out of the sky, I'm going to be aiming to shoot at them. They're not touching my golden bow, Yeshua. Not without a fight for me. Alright, on that note. However, the Son of God said, if you believe in me, you will do the works that I have done. They don't believe in works, though. Right? No, they don't. I agree with you, Brian. His name was irritated. The flaky lady. Renata! I love you. I haven't gotten you my cell number yet. I'm getting there, Renata. I had to pull out of some bad triggering. And then I did a couple of interviews, so it's just been one thing after another. I meant no disrespect to you. I didn't mean to be rude to you, sweetheart. Well, yeah, they were. SRA was one of those people on the other line of the phone. She admitted it in her own videos under her own name with her face showing. She admitted to being on the phone asking for cups of milk and cups of vinegar. She admitted to it. And for the record, she's his ex. That is Max's ex-girlfriend. They were not together when he was murdered. She doesn't get Max's girlfriend title because she wasn't. Yudhe showed me. I did a show about all of that where I talked about it openly. It's a recent video of mine where I talked about all of this, what Yudhe showed me about the night that Max died. 5 people in on it. Yeah, I'm a super soldier. I was going to be used for the troops of the Antichrist. Brooke over there, she was going to be the leader of the Black Army. We're all here, Denise, just Denise. What you read in books, now you're meeting the real people that those books are written about. Not to bring it to you like that, but sweetheart, you know. You landed me that interview with the confessionals. As a matter of fact, I just spoke to Tony Merkel today. Well, not on the phone, but I shot him a text. I was like, yo, Tony and Mrs. Tony. I think her name is Shelley. I'm so terrible with names, it's embarrassing. So I was like, Tony and Mrs. Tony. Sometimes I can't even remember his name. I was like, I just did Liverpool, London, FM radio. But yeah, Fitz Springmeier and Cisco Wheeler wrote a book about the Illuminati's hand guide to creating the ultimate mind control slave. Fitz Springmeier talks about the kids in a cage. He's talking about me. Well, not me in particular, but he's talking about the group of kids and I, what we experienced in the dumbs. No. Can you send me a link of that? Denise, just Denise. This is the first time. This is the first time I've heard about Max's dad. Can I be honest? Because it's on the members only. You gotta be a member on the confessionals to get it. They gave me like an honorary membership, but I gave them my testimony. They were one of the first people I gave my testimony to where I admitted to the Rothschilds creating us kids and locking us kids in a cage. It's for their members only. Yeah, for their members only. they're doing another episode again. I think I'm going to be on it, but it'll be for members only. So, yeah, if you don't mind, Denise, just Denise, I'm like, you just put my antennas up. What do you mean, Max's dad? I just heard about him. If you got a link, man, I want to check it out. Go to bed, Renata. I'm probably gonna head out at some point too. I'm not sure when. Yud-He-Vav-He's love covers a multitude of sins. When he loves you, he covers you. But you gotta repent to him first. I don't know about all that stuff. Like, I don't want to get into all that stuff because I've spoken about more things with Max, and like, no offense, people ran with it, and I was like, you know what, I'm never bringing that up again. Never again. I am not talking about where Max is right now, whether it's here, there, or otherwise. I am not going down that avenue. I'm uncomfortable with it. I believe they had that planned out for Max since we were kids. He was going to be used. Like that. Used like that. Like, you know, murdered like that. Ow. So, yeah, that SRA, her witches and pagan friends and groupies, gang stalk and threaten me. They lost track of me there for a little bit, right? They really did. And then all of a sudden they hear, Holly's going to confess that the Rothschilds had her locked in a cage. We're gonna crash that video. Go ahead. The confessional's already got it. You weren't there, you missed it. And Dangerous Minds got it. That testimony. You didn't. You weren't there for it. And Fringe Radio Network is gonna get the testimony because that's where I broadcast from. So even if they take my YouTube channel away, it doesn't matter. I'll still be broadcasting just from Fringe. If I want to talk about a topic and I don't want to be censored, I'll go over to fringeradionetwork.com. I don't need to worry about creating new channels and stuff like that. I'll just broadcast from there. They'll have me, whether they like it or not. I will be broadcasting from their network. They're like, oh yeah, Holly, no you're not. But where's your copy of the keys? Give it to us. It's over now for you, Holly. We heard you talking shit about us over on HTV. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I want my HTV. Don't worry, HTV will always persist on internet radio. There might not be visuals, but that's okay. You don't need to always see my big, beautiful Admiral's cap. I do look good in that. You will respect my hat. Alright. So, I think it's about that time. I think I'm going to go. I'm going to be praying for all of you. I'm going to be praying for the other people going through the witching hour. Praying for their protection, their safe sleep, their restorative rest. I pray that their stress goes away in their sleep so they wake up and they feel great in the morning and they have a beautiful day. I pray that amends are all made. So again, when they wake up, they're not stressed and it's a beautiful day for them. In Yeshua's name. I pray that principalities and powers and demonic spirits do not harm them in Yeshua's name. Oh, yeah. Heavenly Abba Yud He Vav He. You know those 72 regional thrones, authorities? They're the regional demons. There's a hierarchy. You got like 72 regional demons. Yeah, you know what? I want to pick a war right now, Heavenly Abba. I bind and cast down those 72 regional demons. I don't like the job they're doing. They are doing a bad job on the territories they are reigning over, and that is just no good. I bind and cast down those 72 regional demons, and in place of them, I ask you, Heavenly Abba, to have Yeshua HaMashiach reign in place of them. Have the Holy Spirit fill and overflow all of these different 72 regions over the face of the earth and waters of the earth, in Yeshua's name. Holy Spirit, please help me pray. I want Yeshua HaMashiach reigning. I don't want those 72 regional demons reigning anymore. And all I have to say is, Bo Ham Beata, come home, Yud He Vav He. We want you to reign supreme and undefeated on the earth. You created us. You died for us. Now we want you to come here and live with us. Bo Ham Beata. Yud He Vav He. Bo Ham Beata. Alright guys, on that note, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm gonna go. Hopefully not to make a mess in my apartment, but to clean up the mess I already have. That's the ticket, is to stop making a mess. Denise, it is so great to see you, sweetie pie. I love you so much. Hey, Denise, don't worry about seeing the confessional's testimony, because I'll give you the testimony all over again. I'll be like, Denise, just Denise, this is solely for you because of all the great things you've done for me. I'm going to give you my testimony. I did a thing on French. I think it's still up on my community tab. I stumbled through that broadcast because I was standing on my own name, giving it. And now that I've done that and broken the ice, I ain't shutting up. I just got started singing. I just got started chirping like a canary. I've been practicing my whistling, but I can't do it inside because I get loud. My neighbors already know I'm a super soldier, so anyway, but they've heard me whistling. And the other night I disturbed them. I made my poor neighbor change out of her night clothes to come hang out with me. I was like, I just got done broadcasting with David Lloyd and Peter Bersher. I was like, you gotta chill with me. And she did. She was kind. I felt so bad. I didn't bother her for too long, but it was long enough to be inconvenient. So, she goes, oh, there's Seva. I didn't think your cat would come all the way out here and over here. I was like, oh yeah. I used to walk my cat. Before I got my dog, my cat and I would walk around the neighborhood together. I used to walk her, and then when I got the dog, well, nothing changed because I was already walking the cat. Like, so now walking the cat and dog. But as we were sitting there at the picnic table, it was dark and I couldn't see where Sava went, so I was like, I can't whistle inside because I'm loud. The walls are too thin. And sure enough, Sava comes peeking out of the shadows with her cute little face. And she was like, oh, there's Sava. I was like, I know, Sava comes when you call her name. I'm like, if you ever hear me whistling, it's not at you, your husband, or your son. It's actually for my cat. Like, I was like, you know. She goes, I heard you whistling a few times. I was like, yeah, it's always for the cat. So, Tyler, my love. Oh, now my night is complete. Now I can sleep. See, I knew I woke up for a reason. It was just to have these couple of moments with you. I still need to get back to you on Facebook. I will. I shall. I'm slow. Oh, Tyler, guess what, my love? Yours truly did Liverpool, London FM radio, home of the Beatles. I recorded an hour-long episode. I don't know if they aired it or if they're gonna air it or whatever, but they'll get me a link when they do air it and upload it. So, I rocked London radio. Wait, I can't even get the accent down. I rock London radio. That's okay. The Beatles rock my radio all the time. I think fair is fair. I love my yellow submarine. Wish I owned one. Anyway, on that note, I am going to head out. Thanks for burning some midnight hours with me. I haven't done this in a long time. Just chilled. I was thinking about hopping on Fringe radio, and I'm like, nah, because I don't have anything good to talk about. Well, I mean, I got something to talk about, but it's just not put together. I try to run a smooth show, it's radio. Nice, you beautiful Jersey something. Yep. So, man, group hug. Alright, I accept that one. Alright, so, the next time I am up late, I'm going to bother you guys. And I'm glad I got to see you. So, make sure this weekend, if you happen to, at the end of the evening, to help you go to sleep, have a small glass of wine or half a cup of beer. If you do that this weekend to help you sleep, just make sure you raise it up and do a toast for me. Celebrate, please. I love you guys. Sweet dreams, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Sooner than you think, even though I'm a slowpoke. I love you. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. There go your speakers. Everybody's like, oh, thanks, Holly. Listen, guys, that was a total accident. Oh, geez, I'm going to get bills in the mail. You blew my speakers out. I'm sorry. It was accident. I'm going to go before it happens again.